how to get funding for your trucking business. My first thing I would say before I read any of these slides is, if you're really serious about business, you should have at least you $10,000 saved up. I know everything ain't in the perfect world or all that, but just from my personal experience, if you can't challenge yourself and save like 10K by yourself, you probably don't need to be going into business. But don't let me deter you from that. But try to save 10K of your own money first, and then look at starting a business. That's just some life advice. Not even on the trucking, but let's get into the trucking. I would say have you 10K cash liquid just to start. But let's get into business loans. You can get business loans from your trucking company. You can go to your bank and get a loan for $50,000, $30,000, $10,000. It's all kind of places on the internet to get loans. Blue Vine. It's so many companies. Type in Google how to get a loan. Go to YouTube, how to get a loan. Plenty of companies will pop up with financing options and things like that. Lines of credit, banks, credit union, online lenders. In 2023, funding should be the last of your concerns with how easy it is to obtain funding. Provided you have a good enough credit score, I would say try to have a 650, 700 or higher, at least a 600 at the bare minimum though, credit score. So yeah, obtain financing for essential business equipment, including trucks, through specialized equipment financing companies. Benefit from competitive rates in terms tailored to the specific equipment types. So it is certain companies you can go to and be like, hey, let me get some trucks from you, some 18-wheelers from you, some sprinters from you, things like that. They already know what you're getting into, and you can have your business plan and proposal wrote up. I'm gonna be doing this many loads, this is why you should give me a truck. So yeah, have your ducks in a row with the structure and kind of how we talked about that business plan. So whenever you're going to these financing or trying to get loans and things like that, you need to have it all wrote out. I need 50K to get one truck or two trucks, whatever your one truck, one set of tire, hire me one driver, hire me one assistant and one dispatcher. This is how I'm going to use the 50K. Show them how you're allocating it out. That'll be a good strategy to use when you're in banks or credit unions or online lenders. They're going to want to see something. So I already had that business proposal. When you go on to look for financing options and things of that nature, you want to have that business proposal, the executive summary already wrote up and ready to present. Factoring. Access immediate cash flow for your trucking business by selling your accounts receivable to a factoring company. In return for a fee, they can cover your operating expenses and other fuel costs. That's another option. Going through a factoring company. You got to do your own research, but I don't use one personally, but I know people who are. And if you want to get your feet in the game, you're going to have to give up something. If you don't have no money and people are offering to do service for you, I would take that deal. So yeah, like people always don't want to give away no part of their company. But if you got a company making $0 and somebody want 23, 10, 20, 30% of your company to get you started, take the deal. Unless fund it on your own. That's my other option. Put your own money up. Then you can always be your own boss. With me, I put all my own money up for everything. I didn't go to no bank. My parents. I went to the Bank of Sydney Tarver. That's where I went to get my funding from. So yeah, it's just the level you want to take it at. I don't got time for nobody to be telling me what I can and can't do in my business. So you gotta play at your level. But by all means, if you don't have enough money or don't think you do, get the financing, get the loan options, put your money up, get started. That's my thing. Get started. Take action. Get that loan. Holler at that factoring company. All these things go more in depth. But yeah, check it out. YouTube business loans, YouTube factoring companies. Don't take my word for it. That's what I don't want you to do. I don't want you to take my word for it. Go do your own research. Let's get into the next slide.